If I were to say to you manifestation and 3D circumstances, how fast will it take before you cringe? It's like this paradox of manifestation. It's supposed to be simple and easy and fun. We're supposed to ask for whatever we want, but then we walk around in 3D circumstances that look exactly like the reality that we don't want to be in anymore. So today, once and for all, I'm going to give you a new view of 3D circumstances that you have never heard before. Once you hear this today, you're going to get it. You're going to be like, oh my God, it's that simple. It's that easy. Because I tell you in every single video, manifestation is simple, easy, and fun. It's the conscious mind that wants to complicate it. And I'm going to give you suggestions of how you can command your reality and walk around in a 3D that looks exactly like the reality that doesn't have what you just asked for and not be bothered by it ever again. And you're going to be able to remind yourself why it doesn't matter. 3D circumstances do not matter. 3D circumstances do not matter. Did I mention to you that 3D circumstances do not matter? Welcome to the channel. This is the Invincible CEO YouTube channel, and I am Dede Powerniak, the Invincible CEO, and I am here, come on, say it with me, to help you realize that manifestation is simple, easy, and fun. And I'm here to help you win big, and win all the time. I'm always looking for different analogies and real life experiences to bring you information about manifestation so that you can digest it in these beautiful nuggets and you'll get it. You'll really, really get it. And I'm just a big kid at heart. So one of the first things I want to share with you is, as a manifestation coach, I want you to consider me like the Uber of manifestation coaches. And what I mean by that, you know, Uber, right? The car driving service. And this is really going to tie in today's video, so stick with me here. When you realize that 3D circumstances don't matter, and not only do 3D circumstances don't matter, your old story does not matter. You just got here. That's going to be a really big foundational assumption of what we're going to talk today. You just got here. So let's do this with me. We've done this before in other videos. Let's look around. Eyes are open. You see whatever room or outdoors or wherever you are. It's open eye reality. Now, for a few seconds, we're going to close our eyes. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, close your eyes. And now we're just going to stay there for a few seconds because the whole reality that you were just in, it just disappeared and you are now in closed eye reality. Your mind is creating closed eye reality just like it previously did the open eye reality. And now I'm going to count you out. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Ta-da! Happy birthday! You just got here. All of life just began right here, right now. This is the beginning of creation. The Big Bang was you opening your eyes. That's it. Nothing existed up until now. And now here you are. And now you're here fresh and new with no story. There's no story other than what's happening right now. And what's happening right now is you're watching another one of my amazing videos. And this is how I am the Uber of manifestation coach, the Uber of manifestation coach, your favorite, the one and only manifestation coach you're ever going to need, because I'm going to make this really simple, really understandable, take out all those conceptual ideas and bring them into practical steps, because we go from mindset to manifestation as you win big. So what I mean by I'm the Uber of manifestation coach is that when you order an Uber, it doesn't matter if you're at your house, if you're at the store, if you were just at the movies, you were at a concert. It doesn't matter where you're at. Your Uber driver will come to the jump off point where they're supposed to pick up point, where they're supposed to pick you up. They don't care what you've just done. They don't care what the old story is. They don't care who you've been up until this point. To them, they need to pick you up and take you to your wish fulfilled. They are here to pick you up and drive you to your wish fulfilled and make it an enjoyable ride along the way. That is my job right here, right now, you and I. So let the old story be. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you're in the Uber, and it doesn't matter when you're here, because we just got here and 3D circumstances don't matter. They are here to serve you. One of the biggest foundational assumptions that we have in the Invincible CEO is that we are in a conspire for us universe. We are the star of our show, and everything that we then bring in adds to us, does not take away. It adds on to us. But now, let me get into these 3D circumstances. And in other videos, you may hear me call the 3D world a template. It is a template. Just like if you were to create a website, you could take a template that's already pre-designed, foundation, and then put your magic, your special sauce, your pictures, your words, your videos on it. This is a template. It's here to serve you. Your mind right now is rendering it. It's like a 3D printer, and it gives to you what it thinks you're going to need in this moment, plus more, because I'm sitting in my office right now, but I don't need my desk. I don't need the other computer. I don't need the couch. I don't need the plants. It's all here for me as I move around 3D in order to play with things, right? If we were to get a role in a play and on the stage they created a living room for the scene, it's all props. It's all a template. All of this is props. It's a template. That's all it is. And I'm going to show you now, and I'm going to give you this mind hack. I know you're just like, ooh, give it to me, Dede. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it now. I want to understand. I want to know. I want to know. I know you do. I know. Let's breathe. Let's breathe. Let's breathe for a second. Okay, I'm excited too. I'm excited to share this with you because it's something that's really helped me along the way to not be bothered by 3D circumstances after I've commanded something new into my reality. Before we get there, just hold on one second. If you're loving these videos, take a moment and like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you want to do so. And as I'm recording this video, we are in day one of our 30-day receiving $1,000 a day challenge. So if you would like to join our $1,000 a day challenge, where I walk you through 30 days, step by step, how to flood your consciousness with $1,000 a day every day, then go to the description box, click on the link to join my community, and jump right in. Jump right in. We are going to have so much fun every time that I offer this challenge. There's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars that come in. And in addition to that, on the 20th and 21st of this month, we are having our Dream Interpretation 2-day event where 20 wonderful participants, and that's the max, I'm not going to have any more people in there than that, will get their dream interpreted live as I teach you how to do it so that you can get the full wonderfulness of all the hidden Easter eggs in your subconscious mind. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, here's the mind hack for 3D. Here's how you remind yourself that circumstances do not matter, but you have a beautiful template to play with. It's like a buffet of stuff that you can do. Look, I have a water bottle here. I have a phone here. I have a little pointer thingy here. It's all here for whatever I want to do because I'm the Operan Power. But here's once and for all how 3D circumstances don't matter. Here's the big thing. And if you looked at the thumbnail, it's exactly, I'm sharing exactly what it is. 3D circumstances are leftovers. They are leftovers, like food leftovers. They are leftovers. And allow me to explain the 3D world. Leftovers, 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 leftovers. So just imagine last night that you decided to make a pot of homemade spaghetti and meatballs. And you were so excited to make this pot of homemade spaghetti and meatballs. And just as it was done, you got a phone call that a family member that was an hour away needed to get picked up. They didn't have a ride. They couldn't get anyone else. And it had to be you. Don't make me sing. It had to be you. And of course, being the wonderful person that you are, because we only have the most wonderful people here on our channel, you said yes. So you went and you drove an hour to pick them up, and you drove an hour to come home. And by the time you got home and you kind of got something to eat along the way, you didn't want the spaghetti and meatballs anymore. So you took your pot, you put it in your fridge, and you went to bed. And then today, when you woke up, lo and behold, there's leftovers. It's leftovers. It happened to another version of you yesterday. So here, you just got here. When you opened your eyes, I always do this every morning. I open my eyes and I go, happy birthday. I just got here. And every day when I go to bed at night, the baton, I always have like a little thingy, right? This is my little baton. I pass it on to the next version of me. so that when she wakes up in the morning, she picks up the baton and says, I just got here, which means she's not the other versions of Dede that made decisions in the past. She has all of her leftovers, all of their leftovers, because every single day, the character has the day to move the character along the game board. So today, when I woke up at 6 o'clock, and until I go to bed, maybe midnight tonight, I have 18 hours to be the Operan Power, to be the first person decider. Now, I am the third person perspective of the version of me yesterday. And because I know that every single one of us, we have a team meeting, every single one of us is always doing the best she can where she's at. So if I look back at something yesterday that another version of me did, I'm going to look at it lovingly because I'm not in her position. And she did the best that she could while she was there. And I appreciate her deeply. I appreciate all of her decisions. And because I think that way of myself, and I know that she thinks that way of herself, we are in sync with each other. Now, it doesn't mean that I'll always agree with the decisions of the version of me yesterday, but I don't put her down for it. There's no negative self-talk within all my characters. We absolutely love and adore each other. And I can look back on some of the memories or echoes from the others' versions of me and be thankful that they did what they did, because now I get the leftover wisdom, I get the leftover intelligence, I get the leftover physical reality. Like, I didn't have to go buy this jacket today. I didn't have to go buy this phone today. This is a leftover from something that one of my other versions did. And I'm so very thankful because it makes my life easier right here, right now. Because of all the leftovers that all the other versions of me, because I didn't buy anything in this room. I just got here, but it's all here for my disposal. So let's use the example of a lottery ticket. Let's say on Friday, if another version of me bought a lottery ticket, and Saturday and Sunday's version didn't have a chance to check the ticket, but I do today. I've been made aware through an echo that there's a lottery ticket that needs to be checked. Now, when I look around the room, this is the room that I'm in. And when I go to check the ticket and I won, this is the room that I'm in. But what changes is how I interact with the lottery ticket. And for me, if I'm going to look at a lottery ticket, then I'm going to make sure that I'm the version that has won before I look at the lottery ticket. And it allows me to embody that version. I can kind of beam her down, let her take over me. So let me explain that again. It's very powerful, very powerful. If an old version of me bought a lottery ticket and the versions in between forgot to check, and when I'm sitting in the room before I check the lottery ticket, I'm not the winning number ticket version of me. But once I realize that there's a lottery ticket, I now have a prop that I can put any story over, then I'm going to make sure that I'm the winning version of me before I check the numbers. And how do I know that? Because I know every single number exists. So let's say, for example, it's a 3-digit lottery, 234. There's 1,000 versions, right? There's one that's 234, 235, 236, 000, 9999, right? So I now know, looking at the ticket, that I have to zero in and be the 234 winning version of me. So I sit here and I start to conjure that version up to match the ticket, that I'm already the winner before I even look. And this is what the room looks like. And once I check it and I am the winner of it, this is what the room looks like. That's why circumstances don't matter. It's just a template full of props that I, as the Operan Power, get to put the story over top of. So now, as you are moving through space and time, and you're the Operan Power, it's not even about winning the lottery or bringing in $1,000 a day. It's about embodying the version of me that already is it. And then I plant myself here in this reality because it's just a template full of props and it's leftovers. The version of me that wasn't the winning lottery ticket winner is in this room. The version of me that bought the lottery ticket was once in this room. The version of me that realizes that I am the winning lottery ticket winner is in this room, because it's just a prop. It's just leftovers. It doesn't mean anything, but it's the time and the space that I could check the lottery tickets in here, or I could check the lottery tickets in a different room, and this room's not even needed. So when we say to you as manifestation coaches that 3D circumstances don't matter, what really matters becomes matter. Think about it. What matters, what becomes matter, is who do you say you are when you're in the 3D? Whose eyes are you looking through? Because when I decide ahead of time that I am the winning lottery ticket winner, and this is the prop that I'm in, and this is the room that I'm going to do it in, 10 seconds before I wasn't, until I decided I was. I haven't even looked yet. And then when I go to look, I'm now the winner in the room that's exactly the same as it was before I knew 100% that I was. But I kind of knew ahead of time. Now I know what you're saying. I know you so well. You're saying, well, Dede, what if you look at the winning numbers and it's not? And that's a really great question. And I'm glad that you asked it. It just means that I have looked into the wrong reality. So if the winning number is 678, I'm in the 678 reality, and it looks just like this. And the 321 reality looks just like this. And all it lets me know is what reality I'm temporarily visiting. But because 234 is the winning number, and I've already declared myself as the winning number version of Dede, I need to go and get out of this reality. It would be like walking into a neighborhood with townhomes, right? We have all these beautiful townhomes here, and I have an end townhome. And I've done this before. I've gone right by my house to the next end townhome, went to the door, almost walked in because it looks so similar. It's a template. So now I know that it's not my house because it had a different color door. And it wasn't until I was up to the actual different color door that I realized, wait a minute, when did my door my first question was not that I was in the wrong house or about to walk in the wrong house. It was, when did we repaint the door that quick? Like that was my mind. Guys, I'm human. I'm human just like you. And I share these stories because it's so funnily ridiculous. But I realized I was at the wrong door. I was at the wrong house. So if I have a winning ticket of 234 and I've decided ahead of time that I've won, and I look at the winning lottery numbers in that reality and they say 678, it's not that I haven't won. I'm just in the wrong reality. So what do? I 0 point out, 0 point. There's that 0 point again. I 0 point out. I let it go. I go do something else. And when I'm drawn to it, maybe it's me today, or maybe I leave it for another version that didn't have this interaction, won't give her that memory. You zero it out and you keep going back until you get the reality that you've commanded. That's exactly what Neville Goddard did when he wanted to get discharged from the army. I believe in his story, he said he had to do it for 9 nights in a row. And every day in between, he got up and did boot camp. He did all the stuff that he had to do for boot camp, and he didn't complain. And his 3D circumstances were what they were. But he knew if he persisted, eventually he would get the reality. But the most important thing is, if I'm getting a reality other than 234, it just means that I need to embody. I really need to embody this version of me. I need to realize more myself as the Operan Power, because the 3D circumstances are just props and they don't matter. They're leftovers, and I can take the leftovers. I can take the spaghetti and meatballs that the other version of me made last night, and I can warm them up. I could eat it cold. I could add some mozzarella on top of it. I get to choose what I do with the props as I move through 3D reality. So say it with me one more time. 3D circumstances don't matter. It's a template with props, and they're leftovers. They are leftovers from all the other versions of you. And every morning when you wake up now, it could be a little pointer, it could be a pen, but something that kind of looks like a baton that you pick up, You pick up the baton from the other versions of you. You're so thankful and grateful for all the other versions of you, all the ones that you remember, all the ones that you don't even know to know yet. And you just got here. You have this day to move the character through reality, and you can choose if you want to honor the decisions of a previous you or you want to change them totally, because now you make the best decisions. And 3D circumstances are no longer going to bully you. They're not going to make you believe that it's not happening. It's always happening. You're always in your wish fulfilled. And it'll happen like that, because the same room that you were in before you checked your winning tickets is the same room you're going to be in when you have the winning ticket, or even if you don't have the winning ticket. But it doesn't mean you haven't won. It just means you're looking into the wrong reality. Take a step back, zero out, and command again. And how many times are you willing to go back to that lottery ticket until it tells you what it is, but you're going to feel differently inside of you? So I'm so excited to bring this to you. After today, when you look around at 3D circumstances, you're just going to be like, silly pickle, they're leftovers. They're leftovers. That's all it is. They're leftovers because I didn't go and purchase any of this stuff, and I have immediate access. You want to talk about instant manifestation? Immediate access. Close your eyes again. Open it. It's all yours. This is your bounty. This is your treasure chest to allow the time and space for what you've commanded to come to you quickly, when you no longer are bothered by what's already here, because it's all here for your benefit. If you really enjoyed this video, tell me about it. What aha moment did you get when you realized that 3D circumstances are leftovers? How amazingly fun is this? I'm so glad that you're here. Once again, join in our 30-day challenge. It's not too late, because you can start wherever you are, and it's pure perfection for you. And then once again, consider joining us on the 20th and the 21st for dream interpretation. All the links are in the description box below, because I know you've already liked, I know you've already subscribed. And make sure you share this manifestation channel, Mindset to Manifestation, the Invincible CEO Wish Fulfilled, with all of your mindset and manifestation friends, groups, family, whoever you want to share the joy with. Share the wealth and watch how much comes back to you. Until I see you again, happy manifesting and enjoy.